Today's story is about two women from Europe who survived unimaginable trauma during a world war and made a choice that shocked the world. They chose forgiveness. Forgiveness always begins with pain, and sometimes that pain is so deep that it feels impossible to release. These two women lived through one of the darkest chapters in human history. They lost family, they lost freedom, they lost safety, they lost everything familiar. They were imprisoned in war camps, they were treated with cruelty, they witnessed death. They carried trauma that never fully disappears. And yet, years later, both women made the same decision. They chose to forgive the very people who caused their suffering. The first woman survived a brutal prison camp where thousands lost their lives. She lost her sister there, her closest companion. Years after the war ended, she began traveling and sharing messages of healing and hope. One night after she finished speaking at a gathering, a man approached her. He extended his hand. He had once worked as a guard in the very camp where she had suffered. He said quietly, "Will you forgive me?" In that moment, her heart froze. Every painful memory came rushing back. The suffering, the loss, the injustice. She later said she felt no forgiveness in her heart, no compassion, only pain. But she made a choice, not based on emotion, but on will. She reached for his hand and said, "I forgive you." And in that moment, she described feeling a wave of peace rush through her body, a peace she had never felt before. She later taught this truth to the world: forgiveness is not a feeling. The second woman was just a child when war stole her family. She and her twin were taken to a camp where they were used for medical experiments. She watched her parents and siblings disappear. She survived, but the trauma followed her for decades. As an adult, she returned to the very place where her childhood had been taken from her. Standing in that place of pain, she made a declaration that stunned the world. "I forgive." She did not forgive because what happened was okay. She forgave because she refused to live as a prisoner to her past. She later said, "Forgiveness is not for the person who hurt you. It is for the person who survived." She took back her peace. She took back her future. She took back her powering. These two women teach us that forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength. Forgiveness does not erase the past. It releases its hold over your life. Forgiveness is not approval, it is freedom. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself. You may never receive an apology. You may never receive justice. You may never receive answers. But you can still receive peace. It is a decision.